Okay, so I'm a lot, Joris. Thanks a lot. But no, thank you all for being here. I'm going to talk to you about listening. My name is indeed Evy Gruyaert from All Ears. And you might think, well, talking and listening, it's a bit contradictory, but actually it isn't. And we'll see why. Thanks for being all ears, by the way. Now, we humans, we are storytellers because by talking, we share stories and we recognize each other in each other. So that's nice. And that's part of what makes us unique too, this sharing of stories amongst each other. And that's what we've been doing for the entire time of our existence, because by sharing stories, we've built relationships, we've built communities, we've built even our entire society. Now, I don't know if people amongst you were here in 2022 when Yuval Noah Harari was on one of the stages here with his keynote, Why Humans Run the World. Well, that was exactly his message, the power, the importance of sharing stories for humankind. Now, a lot of speakers will be on stage during Love Tomorrow, and they will do exactly that, like me, share their stories in order to hopefully inspire a bit and to just share us sharing stuff amongst each other. And actually, that's something we've been trained for, to talk, to deliver a message, to share our knowledge with each other. From babies onward, when we go to school, for example, what do we learn? We don't really learn to listen, we learn to talk. We learn to give a book presentation. We learn to give a keynote. We learn a lot of stuff that has to do with talking and explaining. A lot of energy goes into that. Now, can I ask you a question? Who amongst you, and just raise your hand, leads a team or has to talk to a bunch of people? Is a team leader, or yeah, quite a fair bit of you. Now, I get to talk to a bunch of people too. Thank you for letting me do that. But a lot of people come with the best intentions, managers, leaders, keynote speakers. But often we do come from a place in which we think, well, I talk so you can understand. I'm going to share my knowledge with you, so you perhaps can do something with that. And I get it. It's normal. We're taught that way. It's how we have learned to communicate. And a lot of our success is also measured by the amount of people we get to talk to, especially in businesses, especially in leadership roles. Now, the funny thing is that actually we're not that unique, because a lot of animals communicate too. Anja Stas already talked a bit about that. But take, for example, I don't know if you have ever seen her. This is Coco the gorilla. And Coco the gorilla is a female gorilla born in 1971. And she can speak sign language, or she could speak because she died. May she rest in peace. And she understood over 2,000 English words, and she could make gestures, over 1,000 gestures, which made that she was perfectly capable to communicate, to talk. She could say how she felt, what she wanted, what she needed. So yeah, she could communicate even about her emotions. Now, yeah, there he is. Elephants, also an animal Anja Stas talked about, but animals overall are very intelligent creatures. They understand the art of communication. They understand that it is not always, or not so much, only about the talking, the making the noise, but it is equally much about the receiving, about reading the context, about feeling the signs around you, apart from the noise, apart from delivering messages. So an elephant is an excellent example because I don't know if you know how they communicate, but they use these vibrations, low frequency sounds, infrasounds, and they can sense it through the ground, through the air. Those vibrations, they travel far, far away, and in that way, elephants can communicate with each other. But elephants, and that's the special thing, the really special thing, they don't only use their ears to listen. They understand that listening is about being present, is about using all of your senses, not only your hearing, not only your ears, but for example, elephants, they feel the vibrations that travel from other elephants. For communicating where there's water to be found, if there's danger approaching, or where to gather. And they feel with their feet on the ground what the other elephants are communicating. They also put their trunks on the ground to feel those same vibrations, to feel what is being said. So they are just being with their entire senses, with everything they have, and that's so magnificent. And we people, through learning a lot how to speak, how to deliver our message, how to make noise, we've become really excellent at talking. But when it comes to the other part of communication with each other, the listening part, we are seriously falling behind. Now, and that's a pity. That's really a pity. That's because listening is a crucial skill. Because when you listen to one another, really listen with all of your senses, you build trust and there is a true connection. And that, dear people of Love Tomorrow, is a crucial life skill. And it is not just merely the fact of hearing the vibrations, hearing the words, capturing the what is being said. It's also the many, many layers beneath it. It's using your entire being. It's using who you are to listen, to scan, and to connect. Also, listening isn't something that you can do just passively. It doesn't just happen. You really have to put intention into it. You really have to do it actively. Now, during my career, I've been working for Flemish television, radio. I've been doing podcasting for the media. And basically, they pay me to talk because apparently I talk quite well. And so, that was my job. But actually, during my career, I learned that my true skill set, the one I love the most, is actually the skill set of listening. And that's, dear people, why I've founded a company named All Ears, with which we try to help people. We try to help organizations to really tap into the power of listening, that other part of communication. And the power of silence is a big part of listening, and we are scared, we are afraid of letting those pauses just be. We want to fill them up, and although it is very powerful. Now, I would love to read you a short piece by Nora Bateson from Living in Another Way. Just take a moment, let the words sink in. It says, relationships are made of communication. And if a relationship needs to be improved or repaired, then communication is where the shift must happen. And then you realize that what is communicated is not what is said, or even what is left unsaid, but what is possible to say. I heard Saar Jacobs talk about safety and trust. It's true. If there is no safety, if there is no trust, how do you expect people to really share how they feel and what they think? Now, I try to use the power of silence, not in this keynote because I only have 20 minutes, so there's no time for the silence. We'll come to that. During my part, there's no time, but there's a part for you too. Cliffhanger. But in my personal relations, I try to use the power of silence. I can really enjoy it when I'm with my husband or with a friend and we just sit next to each other and there's just a silence because That's how I build trust. That's how I feel the trust. That's how it's a way of showing affection, of showing empathy, of creating a space for, mutual reflection. And that's so beautiful. And there are studies that really underline the importance and the power of true silence in listening. Studies that say that 4 minutes of uninterrupted eye contact increases intimacy and connection a fair bit. Now, I'm going to stop talking and I'm going to give the 9 minutes that are left to you. Ooh, scary shit is coming your way. No, rest assured, it's all going to be okay. But I would like you to use the silence to communicate with each other. I'll explain a little more later, but first, let's see these people in a little movie I brought for you, and they are going to do exactly that.
Which do? Like your...
Oh, thank you. It's like infinity.
I feel nervous. You feel nervous? I don't know what we're doing.
He's away. I should have peed first.
We should have peed first. The elderly man says. He's a funny guy. They're anxious. Are you anxious? Who dares to say that he or she or them is a little bit anxious? No? A few, but rest assured. Now look to your right side and team up with that person. If there is no one on your right side, then look in front or behind. But do it quickly because we only have a few minutes left. So just pick the person on your right side and then go back to silence. Just a minute, I'll explain what we're going to do. Okay, does everybody have his or her or their silent partner? Yeah? Okay. Then, these people have done the experiment, and we should have peed first pair also. And you'll see in the next video, we'll look at them and see what it has done for them to be silent and communicate in that way. Yes.
I wondered what you were thinking.
How wonderful it was to just sit here and look at my wife for a change without discussing work, business, and situations.
When I look at you really closely, I realize how much I need you and what you mean to me, and because that's the truth. And I couldn't imagine being with anybody else.
It's pretty interesting to be able to sit in front of someone that you don't know and just
like,
look at.
ago.
Yeah, just
Feel like you can't not see each other.
yeah. It's like, we kind of walk away and let's go have a drink.
Nice to meet you.
Feel like we can get right to the dance floor after something like this.
Yeah, so I hope that this is a motivation to really get into this little Love Tomorrow experiment, the silent experiment. And the aim is it's not a staring contest. You don't have to, yes, you look into the eyes, but the intention with which you do that is to truly make a connection. It's not about staring and not trying to blink, okay? It's about trying to communicate in silence. Try to just be the whole of you, open up your heart, empty your mind, and maybe it feels extremely awkward, and I get it, it's out of our comfort zone. We are not used to silence. It is awkward, and maybe it'll come out in laughter. Laugh, but then return to the experiment and being present. And maybe your mind will start creeping in, and that's also fine, but try to sink into your heart again. And maybe doubt will come creeping in, and that's just you coming from a place in which you wonder, will I be accepted by that other person? Just trust the process. Okay, I'm going to use a countdown clock. So get ready for silent communication.
I wondered what you were thinking.
How
Okay, that was not so silent. Okay, silence s'il vous plaît. And start. Can someone start the countdown clock? End of the experiment. Phew. Yes, let it all go. The awkwardness and just, I saw some people for whom it was really hard to keep silent, and that's okay. That's because we're not used to it. People who didn't find a partner to look into the eye, but I also witnessed the magic of those who did engage in the experiment, and I felt it with all my senses. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed in a perhaps awkward way. Now, I want to tell you they did this experiment worldwide in 2015 in over 140 countries. And they just asked random people on the street to sit together or stand together and look into each other's eyes for 3 to 4 minutes in silence. And this was what happened. Guys, can you click it? True connection is our pathway to peace. I really do believe that. And here at Love Tomorrow, I guess a lot of you guys believe in that too, or want to believe in it too. True connection is something you get to not only by talking, not only by delivering your own message, to keep hold on your own vision and perspective, but to open up your heart, descend from your mind and listen, actively listen to what the other person is thinking or feeling, or where is he or she or they coming from, to try to understand. That's true connection, and that is, I guess, a much better solution than war, to try to understand each other. And remember, I opened with Yuval Harari, who in his keynote said that sharing stories is so important for humankind to survive, to keep on existing. It is. But I hope that after hearing this keynote, this presentation about the power of listening, the power of silence, you can also share your story by first listening to the other person's story, listen to each other's story, each other's perspective, and then make a better story together. Use the power of both of your stories, insights, and perspectives. And then you will share real stories, stories that matter, stories that are helping to create a better world, and stories that truly, deeply connect. So let this be an invitation, a warm invitation for you for the next coming hours, the rest of this day, the days that come, perhaps even the years that come, to start connecting, sharing stories by first listening deeply. I deeply thank you for listening to me, for being all ears. Thank you so much.